the NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It's the home of the Rockets as we are live from Houston, Texas. And, of course, Şengün. A part of this lineup, we'll see how they do without him.
And to say the deal changes the look and the feel of this franchise, quite frankly, is stating the obvious. They are a vastly different team than they were just a few days ago. Obviously looking long-term rather than short.
And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ballgame. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Over in the corner, Lillard. Pass to Tatum. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Outside, Porzingis. Off target from outside. Now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Ime Udoka.
Talking about Damian Lillard, coach admitted they're zoned in with slowing him down. Coach said we know how dangerous he can be. Now we're prepared to mix it up and throw different defenders at him if possible. We don't want him to find his comfort zone. A difficult strategy to pull off, guys.
Thanks, David.
Using his teammates, Tatum creates just enough daylight to get off a shot. And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Here is Lillard, following the three-pointer by Corey Kispert. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
A young man who has an appetite for greatness, always pushing himself, is Jason Tatum.
Thompson outside. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Now here is Holiday. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Rockets on offense, trailing by 2. Thompson outside. Offline with his 3. And here's Boston. Outside for Artest. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Hey, you don't often see the quick release from Artest, but that time he showed it to you.
Green left side. Porzingis with the steal. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Holiday. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's Green. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Tatum with it. Guarded now by Kispert. Fades away. Tatum's shot is off.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Out to Smith. Over Holiday. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Confident stroke that time by Smith Jr. You could see he felt that shot was up and down.
Celtics leading by 5. Here's Artest. The shot by Lillard, wide open. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Now here's Green. Nothing on the board. Pass to Thompson. Houston moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Smith outside. From downtown. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard, right side. Here's Tatum. And Thompson sends it back.
On the hunt to make a big defensive impact, Thompson denying that shot.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Celtics leading by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Houston.
The Celtics. 15.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Carter outside. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Carter Jr. moves well without the ball and positions himself nicely for catch and shoot chances.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked out, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. Bridges, no one around him. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Van Vliet with it. Scoreless thus far. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Pass to Whitmore. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. Whitmore's got his first 3 points of the game.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Up top right. Tatum down low. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Brooks outside. Here's Whitmore. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Whitmore's got his second bucket of the night.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Pass to Clarkson. Now here's Tatum. 5 points in the game. Tatum gets it inside.
Tell you what, Tatum using his length for positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
Here's Eason. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Gobert. Now Eason. And finished off by Gobert.
Double-digit boards, a regular occurrence for Gobert. Makes it easier to get those second-chance hoops, too.
Kick by Bridges. Clarkson goes in. 1:43 left to play here in the half. Bridges inside. Still yet to score. Not going to go that time.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Has to Gobert. Now here's Brooks. Lets the three fly. And that one's good. Whitmore. Whitmore's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Clarkson outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here is Van Vliet. Gobert down low. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And so here is Houston. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. 3 on the clock. Brooks, that's a two-pointer. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Inside, that misses off the backboard. Now the Rockets with it. Van Vliet outside. Gobert the screen. Pass to Whitmore. Here's Van Vliet. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. It's a tie game here in Houston. We've got more in store for you right after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Greg, what's the key thing Fred VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
Screen by Smith. Green with the ball. Lillard picks him up. And it's Smith missing. The Celtics with the lead. Lillard scanning the floor. Up top, Porzingis. Back to Lillard. Pass to Craig. Eason grabs the board.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
They kick it out to Green. Thompson outside. Back to Green. For the lead. Good on the three-point shot. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Hey, this team has great confidence in Green's ability to connect from deep. It's really about getting him quality looks.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
On the wing, Thompson. Eason, the screen. Porzingis with the block.
Hey, with that length, Porzingis is always a threat to block shots. I mean, when he matches that length with really good energy and awareness, he can be a good defender.
Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Pass to Bosch. And he banks in the lane. Bosch has got the lead up to 3 now for the Rockets.
Just going to work on the interior. Bosch is all about taking these high percentage shots.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, "We play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger." Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agree. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Thompson outside. Damian Lillard pulls it in. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
Back to Eason. This one for three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
.152 left to play here in the third. Now Holiday drives to the hoop. Artest on the way. Three-pointer, Lillard. Eason grabs the board.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Left side, Bosh. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 5-point Houston lead.
Good read from Green there, getting better at sensing when his teammates are wide open and need the ball.
There's the screen. Here's Holiday. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Rockets leading by 3. There's Green with the 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Lillard left side. Going inside. And the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got 8 points.
Once Lillard takes that first step, he's all in. He won't stop until he finds the shot he wants.
Green in the high post. Fires the 3. Porzingis with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Out to the right wing. Here's Craig. And finished off by Craig.
Look, running offense through Dame, that's usually a good idea.
Green taking his time here. Smith outside. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. 8 points for him.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
We're at the end of the third.
33. The Celtics, 31.
3 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Houston in the lead. Pass to Gobert. And here is Kispert. Gobert, the screen. Thompson with it. Back to Kispert for 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Here's Holiday. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Here's Holiday. Kicks it out to Lillard. Clock at 4. For 3, Bridges. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Bridges got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Whitmore with it. Pass to Kispert. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Lillard with it. Guarded now by Kispert. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And like a number of centers in today's NBA, Wendell Carter Jr. continues Clark to hone his three-point shooting.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, it's almost mandatory necessary for big guys nowadays to be able to knock down not only the mid-range jumper, but the three-point shot. Give credit to Carter Jr. for seeing this growing trend and then working to put it into his toolkit.
And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Boston. Here's Holiday. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Cam Whitmore.
You know, in the case of Drew Holiday, having 2 brothers in the league, I think probably is added motivation for him to excel.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Ime Udoka's huddle. He told him he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus.
Take a break.
We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. That free throw missing.
Holiday really is a soft-spoken guy on and off the court. Leads by example, is extremely reliable and talented, and his teammates have great respect for him because of it.
Yeah, disappointing not to convert all of them, but he did get the one to give them the lead. 12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks Chelsea.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Oh, a major factor in those 2021 finals. Bridges growing more and more comfortable in the big moment.
And the foul on Drew Holiday.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Outside, Green. Screen by Smith. Latrey. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And this is a statement bucket. If you weren't excited about Smith already, how about now?
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Bridges inside. Kick by Bridges. To the inside. It's rebounded by Houston. 1:46 left to play here in the fourth. Green left side. For 3, Smith. Rebounded by Tatum. Celtics trailed by 3. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Pass to Green. The kick out to Bosh. Back to Green. 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. Bridges with the board. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Outside Tatum. And Holiday has it in the corner. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's our test. Boston again missing. They could more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Green drives in. Kispert wide open. He fires. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial. And Tatum continues to evolve before our eyes, showing excellent leadership by knocking down these clutch shots.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game. Can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul a lot sooner.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. Probably a little closer.